Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between TLO and puCK on Orbital Shipyard. If the sound has been off on the last couple of videos, I don't know what's going on with my microphone. If I unplug it and replug it back in, then everything sounds different. It's a blue Yeti, and I'm really happy with it most of the time, but recently it's been giving me trouble. And hopefully it's not going to give out. On the top side of Orbital Shipyard, we have the red Zerg player. It is Liquid TLO, representing Team Liquid. And from Flipside Tactics, we have the blue Protoss player. It is puCK. I know it says Mellow, but definitely it is puCK. That is one of the names that he goes by. This was found at spawningtool.com, specifically lotv.spawningtool.com. Go ahead and check them out for all of your StarCraft II Legacy of the Void replay needs. They'll make you very happy, and you can find games like this out there. And then I will cast them, which makes you extra happy. Taking the early hatch out here is TLO. That was about a 16 or a 17 hatch for sure. And is this a Nexus first play from puCK? It is! Nexus first, puCK. You rascal, you scamp. What are you doing going Nexus first against TLO? Alright, we'll see how puCK does with this. I would worry, except... Ooh, that's actually an early spawning pool. TLO might actually have out Lings in time to do something about this. Assuming this isn't a full wall off, which I think puCK's going to try to do. Is he actually drone scouting? He is. puCK, I love you. Thank you so much for drone scouting. It makes me feel better as a caster. And just as a human being and StarCraft II fan. Getting that out there is so good just to see what's going on. And it is. It's a 3 hatch. So hatch, pool, hatch at about 18, 19 supply. There for TLO, no gas coming up, which means he's going to rely on defense for queens and spine crawlers, and not so much with speedlings or roaches, which is kind of a problem. We'll have to see if this pays off for him or not. The probe running on in sees no gas at the main and says, oh, well, maybe there's gas down here? No, he doesn't even check. He checks to see if there's a hatch coming up over here, and there is. And starting the wall off here is puCK. He'll be just fine. There's no way Lings can come bother him if they don't have speed. And again, with no gas being taken by TLO, that's not something that I would worry about as the Protoss player. These 3 bases up, though, might give him a bit of a concern. puCK might want to get some harassment out here sooner rather than later. He is getting his Cyber Core. Again, it is a little bit delayed because he went Nexus first. So both players are going into severe macro mode here. We'll have to see who actually comes out on top today in battle of 2 of the best players on planet Earth. Welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. I'm Falcon Paladin. I do 2 daily Legacy of the Void ladder casts every single day. Ladder casts or from tournaments like Gauntlet SC2. Very pleased to cast those ones as well. Just really happy with all the great replays that are available right now for Legacy of the Void. I've been doing this since the beta, since March of this year. And man, let me tell you, it was hard to find Legacy of the Void replays back then, especially from high-level players. Most people were still playing Heart of the Swarm. There was a very limited number of people that were playing Legacy of the Void, and they didn't want to give out replays. So holy smokes, it was hard for a while there to keep up that 2-a-day schedule, but I did. And I'm keeping it now that replays are easier to find, and hopefully the quality of the replay will also improve. Thanks to everybody who so far who has subscribed to the channel. I super love all of you very much. Should be approaching 5,000 subscribers by now if my timing is correct, if my math is right. And everybody who subscribed, I really appreciate you. Thank you again. You can go ahead and share my videos on Twitter and Facebook. Those are things you can do. Reddit is also fairly receptive to my casts as well. But either way, look at this. Forced to defend against this Adept with queens and drones. Are they going to kill it before the Psionic Transfer comes up? Yes. 3 queens is enough DPS to take down an Adept trying to do that. How many drones actually died there? 2. 2 drones for an Adept, probably not the best trade for puCK at this point, but I kind of like the way the drone pinned the Adept inside this little spot here and did not let her get out, allowing the queens to kill her, because Adepts are pretty fast, and if the queens couldn't get as many shots as they did onto her, she might have been able to escape, Psionic Transfer down here, do some more damage, and then Psionic Transfer over here. I mean, there would have been no end to her harassment, but thanks to that heroic drone who pinned her down, she is dead now at only the cost of 2 workers. So this is actually working out for TLO. And now he has his gas coming in. Again, so late in Legacy of the Void here at the 4-minute mark. We'll see what he does with that gas. Now getting speed, now getting +1 melee attack for his Zerglings and his Ultralisks, which he might be planning on doing later on because TLO does love his Ultras. If you've watched any of the games on my channel between these 2 players, you'll know TLO is a fan of the Ultralisk. Popping on out here is a creep tumor. Again, TLO does love creep tumors. He likes to spread those out. This Overlord's attempting to scout. puCK wants nothing to do with that. Getting more and more gateways. Has he chosen his higher tech yet? Yeah, it looks like he's going Blinkstalker early on. Blinkstalker, very good. Especially combined with Adepts and Legacy of the Void. These Lings have been working at this forever, but they finally are just about to take down this debris that has 3 armor. Okay, it's hardened material, and they get it. Good job, Zerglings. Hooray! Might take a 4th base over here based on the fact that these rocks were knocked down. Or maybe sneakily take this base instead. He is TLO. You sneaky person, getting a Roach Horn, getting a Lair. Oh, Warp Prism coming up here. Holy crap. puCK is going for the Warp Prism, and possibly with it, what? What's he doing with the Warp Prism? He doesn't have a Robo Bay. It's not going to be Disruptor drops. Because again, I don't see a Robo Bay yet. Not to say there won't be one, because puCK is a fan of the Disruptor unit. Lings running around, they are slow Lings. So weird to see slow Lings. There, another speed at the 5-minute mark, but either way, here comes a hallucinated Phoenix, just checking things out, seeing all the gas that is being taken by the Zerg. Lings here just to make sure a drop doesn't come hit them. I guess he knows what puCK likes to do with these drops. Ling run by, gets right on top of some of these workers, doesn't actually get a single hit off on any of them. Ling's trying to escape, but the Stalkers cut them off. They all get murdered, but they did scout. Here comes a Warp Prism. Might actually decide to warp in some units here, try to take out this hatchery, but a whole ton of Lings show up. Never mind, says the Warp Prism, and now has a Ling escort as it runs back to the safety of these Stalkers. The Lings back on out, and puCK is forced to begin his attack out here, outside of the creep, which is not what he wanted. Adepts coming on in, Stalkers taking out creep tumors thanks to assistance from their friend, the Observer. And this base does pop, and you know what? puCK is going to go for it. He's going to push right on in here with these Adepts, with these Stalkers. No upgrades on these guys yet, but there are more Stalkers because of it. Lings running on in, trying to get through. Can they kill this sentry? That'd be huge. And is it gonna? No! Force field actually comes up, and the sentry stays alive. Lings over here in hold position, trying to kill some drones, but losing this base and not doing too much damage. On the other side of the map there was TLO, so again, he needs to make some units here to deal with these Blinkstalkers and Adepts. Here comes a major push right up the front here. 10 Roaches are on the way, +2 attack on the way for those Lings as well. Resonating Glaives being researched for for puCK, rather, and there's the Robo Bay. So assuming Disruptors are going to be a thing. No, the Lings got through. How did that happen, puCK? Oh no, Lings got through. They're split up between 2 units, or 2 areas here. Adepts are getting warped in, and Purification Nova used to kill the remainder of these Lings. The Lings aren't quite sure where to go. They're being attacked from all angles here. They're might actually get the Robo Bay, but no, double Photon Overcharge chases them out away. Oh my gosh. Big attack here from Stalkers, actually taking down a bunch more creep tumors, taking out Overlords. TLO is actually supply blocked. He has Roaches, but man, Roaches against Blinkstalkers, not the best. Trying to escape are these Lings. They're not going to make it though. Adept makes sure that she does not have any plus upgrades. Just about to finish though. Gravitic Drive on the way, and here comes TLO. He wants some revenge. He hasn't really done much in this game, to be entirely honest. We're going to see if he's going to be able to do something with his Roach Ravager composition. Upgrades, +1 Carapace, making his guys a little bit more tanky, which is useful. And again, just a Stalker Adept. Pure Stalker Adept here from puCK. Is it going to work out? I don't know. Observer scouting things out. And Lurkers actually morphing in. Where are those Lurkers morphing in? Oh, over here. Okay, so they're morphing in from the Hydralisks, running through here, and the Hydras want to get that Observer. Can a couple more shots, and the Observer does fall from the sky. Pushing on up here. Here we go. There is a Disruptor at the front of the line. Purification Nova does hit, killing a ton of Roaches. Just showing up in the nick of time there for puCK. And the Lurkers are trying to burrow in the front while the Roaches try to kill what they can. Ravagers as well, going after these Disruptors. Purification Nova trying to kill everything possible, and the Disruptor does fall. Ravagers trying to snipe down this Robo Facility. Meanwhile, a big attack over here is definitely going on in puCK's favor. Blinking on top of everything, ignoring the spines coming from the Lurkers. Getting focused down. A lot of these Stalkers are low on health, but there are many, many of them left. Roaches being destroyed. Ravagers as well, but the Ravagers and the Roaches did take down the Robo Facility, which means no more Disruptors for quite a while, at least from that one. Is there another one somewhere? Oh yes, there's another one up here. But again, the Stalkers trying to kill what they can. Ravagers, they want to get rid of this Cyber Core. Ravager all by its lonesome, going to make something happen here, but no, it explodes instead. Another Photon Overcharge came up. and took care of it. A 4th base coming up for puCK here at the 9-minute and 51-second mark. Roaches and Lings retreating back to the safety of the creep. Their attack went well. Did they kill any workers back there? 2 probes have died. I'm not sure if those were during the attack or not. 1 disruptor, 9 stalkers, 14 adepts, but 27 roaches, 7 lurkers, and 7 ravagers have died there for TLO. So big old push coming on up. Looking at the resources lost tab there, you can see what it says as well as I can read it right now because there's a battle about to happen. Blinking back though, disruptor at the front here for puCK. Gonna try to make something happen. There's the Purification Nova running on in and doesn't hit anything. Good dodge there. Again, staying on creep is useful. Trying to dodge those. Getting to the top of the ramp with the roaches and the lurkers and the hydras, but I think TLO might just be out macroed here. This army is just too big. The blink stalkers blinking out against the attack from the lurker versus armored with the spines is 30 damage. And stalkers are armored, so they take that extra damage, and they're not huge health pools to begin with. About 160 hit points overall. And lurkers do pretty well against them. But right now it's 153 to 168 total supply. TLO is in the lead. 72 to 63 harvesters. Again, TLO holding on, doing his best. He managed to repel that attack. I'm not sure how, because this Stalker Adept army was looking pretty intimidating. Here we go, blinking on again, +2 attack on these Stalkers, just basically killing what he can. Setting up Purification Novas, not killing anything there, killing a Hydra on that left side as well. Observer just keeps track of the composition as it stands and where the units are. Oh, getting that Overseer was nice. Again, blinking up, trying to kill Lurkers, going after Overlords. Getting creep tumors as well. TLO loves his creep tumors. He loves his creep spread. The Lings running around for a counterattack. Is there anything here to defend against it? There are cannons, which are good. I think there's a mothership core as well. But these 3 disruptors might actually cause a bit of a problem here. Blinking up forward again. Purification Nova getting on top of a bunch of those roaches, killing it. Almost killing a Lurker. That one does manage to kill the Lurker. 2 shots from that Nova. Lings coming from the backside, wrapping around onto these Stalkers, trying to do what damage they can. But there are just too many Stalkers here. More warping in here as well, and a GG from TLO. TLO's defeated. puCK is victorious, and TLO has left the game here at the 12-minute mark. So there we go. Again, a fantastic play from both of these players. APM over 200 for each. Resources lost, 5,000 minerals, 1,800 gas lost for puCK. 12,000 minerals, 4,800 gas lost. Woo, for TLO, 4,800 gas. Wow, more than double that of the Protoss player, but in the end, these little attacks are pretty good right now from Protoss. Disruptor, Stalker, early enough on. There's not really a good answer for Disruptors. You can't really get Mutas out all that well against them. Lurkers aren't really a good answer either. Vipers are good, but to get them out early enough is kind of a problem as well. But just basically going Roach, Hydra, Ravager, and Lurker against this composition is fairly difficult, surprisingly so, especially if the upgrades are good, which they are here from puCK. So fantastic play from both of these players. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thanks for watching, and you take care of yourself.